Cloud City is a floating metropolis suspended in low orbit above the gas giant Bespin. Bespin is in the Outer Rim territories, in the Ugnaughts sector, the same sector of space as the ice planet Hoth. The city itself is a work of art. It's a testament to ingenuity and ambition of the citizens of the galaxy. It was set up primarily to be a gas mining colony, but that doesn't stop it from being beautifully designed and crafted. The citizens appear to share in the wealth derived from mining and processing the precious Tibanna gas. This is an important resource in many widely used technologies throughout the galaxy. Through most of the city's history, it's remained politically autonomous, despite playing a crucial role in galactic events, given the primary export. A Corellian explorer, Lord Ecclesis Fig, in 400 BBY, came up with the very idea of a floating city among the clouds to capture and manufacture the Tibanna gas. Fig had the incredibly ambitious idea to harness the massive reserves of the gas inside of Bespin's atmosphere. He wanted to establish a mining colony to take advantage of this untapped source and grow vast amounts of wealth. To bring his idea from concept to reality, he enlisted the help and labor of the Ugnaughts. These are highly industrious people with a reputation for being skilled engineers. They were offered freedom and autonomy over their lives within the city in exchange for building it. When Cloud City was complete, it was an engineering marvel that combined advanced technology with the mining efforts needed to pay for everything. The city itself is made up of 392 levels, each one with a distinct purpose. The top 50 levels are dedicated to luxury. There are top-notch hotels, casinos, resorts, shopping districts, and restaurants. The next block of rows contain the administrative and operational sectors. The governing bodies of the city and essential services all run through here. The core levels are mainly devoted to the actual mining operations. There are storage facilities, processing plants, and maintenance bays for the equipment. The lower levels are not so affectionately called the industrial depths. These are restricted areas, save for workers of course, where the raw extraction and the very initial processing of the Tibanna gas occurs. Tibanna gas is a resource the entire galaxy needs. It's used in blasters, ship engines, and hyperdrives, just to name a few of the most common uses. If you're getting value or entertainment out of any of my transmissions, it would mean a lot if you would join the Remnant and subscribe. The Tibanna gas found naturally on Bespin has a slight variant to Tibanna gas found elsewhere in the galaxy. The gas here is known as spin-sealed, which is highly compressed at the atomic level, which greatly enhances its efficiency and energy output. Beyond the wealth Cloud City generates through resources and tourism, it is lauded for its art-deco architecture and blend of beauty with technology. It's a symbol of luxury and sophistication. It was a common setting for holofilms and literature that people all over the galaxy adored and desired to visit. The primary purpose is, of course, in mining the Tibanna gas, but Cloud City also brings in a lot of credits through tourism to those lush upper levels that we previously mentioned. The city's wealth allowed it to essentially buy its freedom from the mining guild and the Galactic Empire, at least for a time. The leader of Cloud City has the title of Baron Administrator. This position combines executive authority with commercial oversight. It's a CEO and politician all in one. Lando Calrissian is the most well-known individual to hold the Baron Administrator title. Calrissian won the entire city and the mining operation in an incredibly high-stakes game of sabacc. I can't imagine what he put up as collateral, or if he even had the means to back up such a bet if he had lost. Calrissian did a great job preserving Cloud City's independence until some surprise visitors attracted the attention of the Galactic Empire. In 3 ABY, Calrissian originally made a deal with the Empire that he would turn over these unsuspecting guests. One of them, I guess we'll go with the term friend, was Han Solo. Chewbacca and Leia Organa were caught up in the drama. The entire thing was an attempt to lure Luke Skywalker there to rescue his friends, where Darth Vader planned to capture him in the process. Despite the odds being stacked against the rebel heroes and Han Solo being frozen in a carbonite slab before being handed over to the fearsome bounty hunter Boba Fett, they fought back. Lando saw the Empire's true face as their deal constantly changed, and he regretted turning on his friend. He did what he could to make things right, which would eventually lead him to joining the Rebel Alliance. I do want to say something in Lando's defense here. He made this horrible deal after not having seen Han for years. I guess that's not quite an excuse to sell someone out to the evil Empire, but he was doing it to keep all the rest of the citizens, which must have been in the thousands, of Cloud City safe from the Empire's clutches. He trusted the wrong people. Before Lando fled with Leia and Chewbacca, he made an announcement to the citizens of Cloud City that the Empire had taken control and they should flee. He didn't have time to wait and see what would happen as they were going after the captured Han Solo. The city descended into chaos. The citizens resisted Imperial rule. The Ugnaughts in particular knew how bad the Empire would be, as so many of their people were enslaved by that governing body. The Rebel Alliance would support the local resistance of the city. It was a benefit to the citizens, but could also secure crucial resources for the always struggling rebellion. Lando and Luke Skywalker even led a direct assault on Imperial forces, which led to the eventual liberation of the city. The Empire occupied the city and benefited from its resources and wealth for a full year. Lando stayed in the city after its liberation for a while to oversee the rebuilding efforts and repair all the damage that occurred, whether in battle or in sabotage attempts to stop the Imperials from mining the Tibanna gas. After the Empire's defeat at Endor in 4 ABY, Cloud City was back on its feet and flourishing. Lando led the city to a new age of prosperity. The mining operations resumed and the city regained its reputation as a luxurious tourist destination. Cloud City could breathe easy, knowing they were free from Imperial rule and exploitation. Sometime in the era of the New Republic, when the First Order was rising in power, Cloud City was occupied once again. Details on this event are shockingly sparse, but it makes sense that a reformed oppressive regime would need resources, and taking over a luxury town and mining colony would be a lower cost effort than taking over a more well-guarded territory. With details of the occupation being so slim, this only came up because the city would be liberated once again in 35 ABY. When the rotting clone of Palpatine was ultimately defeated and the Sith Eternal Fleet destroyed in the maw surrounding Exegol, the Resistance ventured throughout the galaxy, eliminating pockets of the First Order that remained. There was a battle that saw Resistance forces destroying a Resurgent-class Star Destroyer over Cloud City, freeing the citizens once again. There are also some legends around Cloud City, all of which discuss its liberation from the Empire. In 3 ABY, as soon as the Empire took control of the city, Lobot, Lando's aide and a fan-favorite side character, despite him having no lines in The Empire Strikes Back, leads a covert resistance undermining Imperial efforts throughout the city. A more extreme legend in 3 ABY has a rebel group infiltrate the Imperial-controlled Cloud City and actually try to crash the entire thing into the gas giant Bespin below, which would destroy the entire city and kill everyone left inside of it. The plan was ultimately stopped by a larger Imperial force. In this singular case, it may have been a good thing that the Imperials won. The Alliance may have done their best to evacuate the people of the city, but there would have been a high civilian casualty count. This move may have delayed Imperial gas mining efforts, but controlling Bespin would still give them the resource they were after. In 12 ABY, Lando Calrissian gets help from Jedi Knight Kyle Katarn in defending his city from an oppressive outsider once again. Cloud City and Lando Calrissian both became symbols of what the rebellion could mean. Lando was a businessman who tried to make a deal with the devil and lost everything. He worked toward redemption and found it. Cloud City was a rich metropolis full of leisure and fun. The easy way of life was cast aside in the clutches of the Empire and was found again with the citizens banding together and fighting for freedom. Check out this transmission next to learn how Tibanna gas works in the function of a blaster.